Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Exploring DC, where we take a piece of DC and explore it with you. I am your host, Josh. With me is my co-host, Jackson Wells, who is off screen at the moment. Hey, buddy. How you doing,
What's
dude?
up? I'm great. Oh, shit. I just kicked the table. My bad, guys.
Jackson, you just finished college, the rumor is. Or at least the year of
The
college.
rumor's not
the
true.
Year,
I got
the year,
one more year.
You finished the year of college.
I did finish the year.
Did you pass all the classes?
Barely.
I fucking hope so. I fucking hope so.
Barely.
I haven't got... I had a class that was just... My entire grade hinges on 2 essays that I had to do at the end. So, I'll let you know. I'll get back to you next week.
Okay.
I sure hope so.
We'll keep a listener update for...
I need like a C on those essays, and I'm good. Just
I
give
think
me
you'll
a C.
be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's a C in ChatGPT, so I think you nailed
I did not
There
do
you go.
that. I suffered through those essays. I
Sure you did.
I did it last minute the old-fashioned way.
There you go.
You know
I'm
what,
proud.
Luis? You're coming on here and you're yapping, and you've never even been on this podcast, so people don't even know who you are, and you're already talking.
We were gonna do
You're
the
already talking
mysterious
shit.
introduction, Luis. We were gonna be like pretend
You
that you
come
weren't
in
here
here,
for a
you
second.
talk shit. I'm a
Well,
veteran.
anytime
I've
I
been doing
can-
this shit for 10 years.
Anytime I can hate on Jackson Wells, I gotta take it.
I like this guy already. This is a good first guest we got going on here.
I have been doing the Exploring DC podcast for 10 years, and
Yeah.
you come on here
A
talking to me like
tenured
this.
veteran.
I am.
We have-
Wow.
We have no Jalen this week. He is out, but instead we have our first guest of the Exploring DC podcast, who is helping a very special episode. Luis, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great to be here with you guys.
And
I've
what are
been
your
watching the podcast for a
qualifications to
while.
be a guest?
Yeah, Luis. How do you feel that you qualify as our first guest? This is a big moment. for us.
So, let's see. As a DC fan, it's been a long time coming, you know? And if Jackson can be on here, I'm technically his boss.
Okay,
So, I'm technically more qualified than you, Jackson.
there you go.
Because
Luis,
you're
what
VP of Film Club, I'm president.
Oh, wow, look at you.
Luis, give me some DC favorites: movies, shows, comics, characters.
Ooh, okay.
Not
Okay.
not the favorite, but some favorites. So no pressure.
Favorite characters, definitely Nightwing, The Flash. Green Lantern's one of my favorites, but I haven't read enough on him as I should have. I guess movies, definitely the Batman.
Okay.
Love the Batman. One of the old ones, as horrible as it is, I laugh so much at Batman and Robin.
Okay, I like that. That's fun.
It is such a bad movie,
Yeah.
but I love it because it's a part of my childhood. But I am a huge fan of the DC AMU. That is my favorite set of movies. Justice League Dark Apocalypse War is one of my favorites of all time.
They cooked at the very end. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
Because I was pretty in and out with those movies, but I watched that one because it was COVID, and yeah, it blew me away. It was very big.
I
on me.
watched that one. The second one. They made 2 of those, right?
Yeah, I didn't watch the first one, but the Apocalypse
I
War was
watched
like
the second
their.
one.
It was like
Where
their
everyone
end game.
died?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
The first one was just they called it Justice League Dark, but it was just a Batman film with Constantine in it.
So
So weird.
not even. We don't have anything to cover this week. Instead, we are doing something similar to when we did our pitch night a few weeks ago. Luis came in a couple weeks and he said he had an idea for us. Luis, tell us what we're doing tonight.
So I decided, since this is a DC podcast, it would be fun to do a trivia night. So I've devised a Jeopardy style game with a couple different categories, and I hope you'll enjoy it.
So we don't know. For context, me and Josh do not know the categories. We have no idea what we're in for. So
No.
this could be a really embarrassing night for either of us.
And
I did not go easy.
It likely will be for me.
Jackson, how prepped do you feel? Because I went to the pull-up
cooked.
bar, did some push-ups. I feel like physically ready for this thing.
You
and
feel dude. Hold on. I got this. Ugh.
Okay. 1, 2,
Oh my god!
1 and some change.
Nice,
I got
nice.
1.5.
The gym sessions are paying off. I'm
I-
excited.
I just imagine Josh doing the workout that Ben Affleck did in BVS.
Yes. Except I'm like, I have like a quiz like going on in my AirPods. So
Hell
stoked,
yeah.
dude. I'm very competitive to beat Jackson Wells tonight. As
I'm ready.
As your main host for Exploring DC, I feel like I need to represent here.
Yeah.
All right, Luis, let's get that screen shared and let's get into these categories.
Hell yeah. All right, let's start it up right here.
All right.
Let's switch the names right here.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What is it,
All right,
Jackson?
Luis. Now we got to remember this is a podcast audio too, so we got to make sure we're reading off all the categories and questions for our audio.
Oh, of course.
Listeners.
So, everybody, today we have 5 categories. We have Truth, Justice, and Kite Man. As we all know, Jackson Wells is a Kite Man enthusiast. We have Animated Multiverse, World's Finest, Mainstream Effect, and Crisis on Cancelled Earth.
What is mainstream effect?
Mainstream Effect will be 2 or 3 characters, and you got to tell me which one was created first.
Okay.
Okay. What's
Right.
world's finest? Is that Batman and Superman?
Batman and Superman.
Okay.
How are we
Crisis-
deciding who goes first? This is a.
Ooh.
I don't know if I have a.
Josh,
coin
you
on
go
top.
first. I don't want to go first.
You want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Luis, would you mind explaining the rules of this game real quick for our viewers at home who aren't familiar?
Of course. So basically, for Jeopardy, somebody's gonna go first. They're gonna pick a certain amount of points in each category. After they are read the question, they will have a chance to answer. If they get it wrong, the other person will get a chance to steal. If they get it right, they get the points connected to the question. So we have 5 questions per category, and at the end, we do have a final Jeopardy question. So the final Jeopardy, you'll be able to bet, depending how many points you have at the end of the game.
God.
You'll be able to bet a certain amount, and then we'll have a final question that might double or might remove your points, depending on if you get it right.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. This is tricky. I'm not picking Kite
I'm
Man
fried.
yet. I'm saving this one for
So,
Jackson.
all right, you removed the category about this podcast, which is good.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there was a category about the podcast. I didn't have enough time to finish it, so you got lucky, Jackson.
I did. Yeah, because I would have gotten them wrong. I know that. I know that I would have. I've never listened to a single episode of the show.
Yeah, because
that
one
I
of
was
us
on.
has been here for every episode, so I would be like cooking you, Jackson. I'd be there.
Well, I've listened
Damn it,
to
I
some
should have
of the
kept
ones
it.
where I wasn't there.
Okay,
But
okay.
I never listened to the episodes that I'm on.
Right.
I'm
Like,
pretty
this right
sure.
now, what I'm saying right now, this is the last time I will ever think
That's
about
fair.
what I'm saying right now or hear
Yeah.
it. You know.
I'll be hearing it back in the editing room. So
Yeah,
like,
unless it's clipped and then posted, and in which
Yeah.
case I will unfortunately hear it again. But
There you go.
yeah, all right, let's get into it.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the category that I think Ezra Miller might pop up in. Give me Crisis on Cancelled Earth for 200.
For 200? All right, let's go.
200
So-
is crazy.
For 200
Oh
points.
my god.
Who was the rumored main villain for the canceled Batman and Robin sequel, Batman Unchained?
Okay. I don't know if this is the main villain, but I swear this was one of the villains. I'm gonna guess Harley Quinn.
That is correct.
Let's go.
Damn it.
So-
Okay.
So
We're
I don't think it's written on here. I don't think so. Yeah, so Scarecrow was the main villain alongside Harley Quinn. I forgot to write Harley Quinn on here, but you are correct.
Okay.
I was
so it
gonna
still
say
counts.
Scarecrow too. That pisses me off so much.
So,
Yeah, so it was-
would have been a dual answer. Okay.
Yeah, so I just needed one of the two.
Good.
So Harley Quinn and Scarecrow were the main villains alongside the return of Jack Nicholson's Joker.
There you go. I think that would have been really cool to see. I'm bummed we never got to it.
I agree, because they were going to course correct.
Yeah.
Can you remind me of what the mainstream effect is?
So you'll get 2 or 3 characters, and you got to tell me which one was created first.
Fuck.
Okay.
And
All right,
then the Kite Man category, by the way, is true or false, basically.
Gotcha. So do I keep going, right? Or does it go to Jackson?
No, it's my turn.
Okay.
Jackson's turn.
Okay. Gotcha.
Give me Kite Man 500.
Kite Man 500.
Kite Man 500. Give it to me.
All right. I can't see. Okay, I'm just going to. I can't see because of the picture-in-picture.
Fuck.
Kite Man once defeated Hawkman by using a kite made of antimetal to absorb his powers mid-flight. True or false?
False.
That is correct.
I'm him. Don't fuck with me.
DC.
All right.
Take some notes. That would have been a good That's a good idea.
That's kind of hard though. that's
Hey.
kind of tough.
I'm not gonna lie. With the ones that I made up, I'm kind of proud of them. So you'll see.
There you go.
All right, Josh, it's your turn. You're at 200 points.
This is tricky. Give me animated for 300.
300. What were the 2 animated series set in the Arrowverse?
Oh, come on. This is the layup, bro. Freedom Fighters The Ray and Vixen.
That is correct. That is correct.
Jackson, I don't play about the fucking Arrowverse, dude. I don't play.
What the fuck is
Yeah.
Vixen and the Ray, bro?
They were
What the
CW
fuck?
Seed shows. So CW had
Yeah.
its own little streaming service, and they put out animated. Even they got Grant Gustin and
What
Stephen
the
Amell
fuck?
in the
Are you
Vixen
for real?
show. Yes.
Yes, they did.
They were really short
On-
shows though, like
On
one season.
Jalen's Soul. I have never heard of these.
Yeah, no.
They were-
So Freedom Fighters and the Ray was connected to the Earth X crossover. It was just more stories in that world.
Oh, what the hell? That's fascinating.
Yeah.
And the Arrowverse fascinates me so much. That's a little piece of it that I might have known about it, but I completely forgot about. Anyways, give me Kite Man for 400.
He's staying on Kite Man.
He's
All
staying
right.
on Kite Man. He's nervous
So,
here.
Kite Man once attempted to commit a high-stakes heist on the International Kite Festival in Metropolis, believing it was a front for LexCorp arms deals. True or false? I went deep with these, so I hope you...
See, the thing is, all right. Let me ask you a question. Is this covering the Kite Man show, or is this just comics?
It could be anything, Jackson.
It's Kite Man. True Justice and Kite Man, my friend.
Oh, then true.
Josh?
Fuck!
I would.
Are you kidding?
I can go. I'll go the other. I'll go false. I'll go false.
Oh my god, Josh, you're correct. How did you
Let's
guess
go.
that?
I'm killing myself.
So that's the problem with the true or falses. The other person basically gets the points if you get it wrong.
Okay. So Jackson's gotta be
fucked
careful
myself.
in this
So you-
category.
You got to be very careful. I made this one up as well.
Okay.
That
I like
sounds
that.
That sounds like an episode from the TV show.
Yeah. Can
It does.
confirm
That's
not.
why I wrote it.
Let's see.
All right, Josh, what are you thinking?
Let's hit mainstream for 2.
Mainstream for 2.
We'll try this one out.
Namor or Aquaman, who came first?
Namor.
Correct. The closer you can get to the year, I'll give you an extra 100.
Oh. Shit.
You closest without going over, basically.
1941.
Holy shit. 1939. You get an extra 100 points.
That's close.
All right, I'm going to do a
Yeah.
2-year period. If you're off by more than 2 years, I'm not counting it. So you get an
Okay.
extra 100.
I appreciate it. Jackson, you're gonna get cooked, dude. I'm sorry.
All right, Jackson, come on. You got to go for some high points because you're not kind of losing right now.
Kite Man's getting
Shut the
taken
fuck
up there, dude.
Give me Crisis on Canceled Earth. No, give me Mainstream Effects for 500. Fuck it.
Okay.
Elongated Man, Plastic Man, or Mr. Fantastic?
Fuck off. Are you kidding me? Oh, son of a bitch.
Tricky.
I'm going to go Plastic Man.
That is correct.
I'm him.
Now-
Never
There
doubt
you
me.
go.
By a 2-year period, closest without going over, what year?
What year, buddy?
19
Mr. Fantastic charted in the 60s, so it's gotta be before that.
Wait, I just realized something. Namor was 1939, and I said without going over. So actually, Josh, you don't get those 100 points because you said 41.
Oh, shit.
I gave
Okay.
you those on accident.
That's okay.
All right.
I don't need them.
so-
I don't need them.
I think you're good without them right now. So, Jackson, you already got the 500.
1952. 1952.
You went over. It was 1941.
There you go.
You still get the 500 point. Just for a recap for the audio audience, Josh has 1,100 points and Jackson has 1,000. And it is Josh's turn.
Yeah, that's right. You need to fuck this up.
Give me back an animated for 400.
Animated Multiverse 400. Who is the only core Justice League member to not cross over into Static Shock? Now, when I say this, I mean from the Justice League animated series.
Okay. That's tricky. Okay, so I'm gonna know the ones I No, I don't want to say which ones because I don't want Jackson to steal. Okay. Mind you, I've not seen Static Shock or the Justice League show. This is just based off, like, off the dome. Okay. I'm trying to think of the core members. This might be wrong. I'm going to guess Wonder Woman.
That is correct.
Fuck! That's what I was going to say.
Go.
God damn it. That
is correct.
I knew Batman. I knew
Son of a...
Superman. I assume Martian Manhunter. Hawkgirl just made sense. I don't know. That's just
Yeah,
my big
Wonder
guess.
Woman is the only one to have not crossed over.
Because they hate her over in the animated DC world. They
They
don't
do.
like her very much.
That was like a free throw
weird.
shot, bro. That was like half court. I just
Hell yeah.
Give me-
All right.
take a 500, pal.
Nobody's touched World's Finest.
Yeah, I'm scared of that one. I'm scared of
Scared
that.
of that one, bro. Give me mainstream effect for 400.
Mainstream Effect 400. We got Green Arrow or Hawkeye.
Green Arrow.
That is correct. Now
Yeah.
give me a year.
1947.
1947.
1947.
And we got 1941 again.
Ah, shit. God damn it.
You gotta guess low,
Most-
man.
Most of
I
these
know.
characters were created in 1941. You just gotta go for 1941, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, Josh, it is your turn. You are only 100 points
I-
ahead of Jackson.
Yeah, that's right. You're not
I
gonna
know
be there
this
for
is
long.
tricky.
Son
I
of
don't
a
know what
bitch.
I wanna.
World's finest 500. Do it. No balls. You won't.
I don't know what the category fully is. I'm scared. Okay.
Batman and
Give-
Superman.
Batman
Yeah,
and Superman.
all right. Yeah. Fuck it. Give me what's finest 500. Give me in there.
In what CW series did Superman meet the Flash for the
Oh,
first
God
time?
damn it. Are you kidding? This is a oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't
Supergirl.
know.
Supergirl. It should be.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
Jackson?
Oh. All right, so this basically it's just asking what crossover did
Yeah.
I said
Legends
series.
of Tomorrow.
Incorrect.
I like
Smallville.
that.
Oh my god.
Luis, that's yeah.
You're an asshole.
Okay, but Arrowverse, I was right though. I think it is.
Arrowverse,
Supergirl.
you are right. It was Supergirl.
Okay, that's where my brain was. Okay, I felt like
Bro,
I
that was-
just let the fans down, man. Smallville's outside of my jurisdiction. That doesn't count.
No, but even I know the Flash is in Smallville.
yeah, so do
was-
I. Yeah, it's Bart Allen.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you're smart.
Yep. And to be clear, I looked it up, and he is classified as the Flash in that show, not Impulse. So
Yep.
it still counts.
Okay.
I like it.
All
Okay,
right.
Jackson.
That was my trick question. I was so proud of that one. Jackson, it's your turn.
Yeah, that's right. All right, now's my time to shine. So I really gotta not screw this up. Fuck it. Give me Crisis on Canceled Earth for 500.
All right, so
not
cancel
gonna get
500.
I'm scared.
In what canceled DC film were the DC and Marvel universe meant to finally cross over?
Uh-oh.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. This is confirmed.
What canceled DC film were the Marvel and DC universe finally meant to cross over? You've probably told me about this.
We have had a conversation about
We have
this.
absolutely talked about this. Oh,
I have a
And
weird,
you...
I have a weird
Oh?
guess, but I'll wait till Jackson goes.
Yeah, and Jackson, you didn't know this
Obviously.
until I told you.
I know, and I obviously did not retain that information.
Oh, come on.
As you do with most things I tell you, yes?
That's definitely No, usually when Louise starts talking, I just like mentally tap in somewhere else, you know. And that was definitely the case here.
And that is why I'm rooting for Josh. I mean, I'm
Thank you.
impartial. I'm the host.
Thank you, Luis.
Dude, what do I have to do? I have to give you a title?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like a very specific title, but I do need the title, yes. Not the
animated-
subtitle or anything.
Ah, son of a bitch, dude. Animated Justice League vs. Avengers. I know that's not it. Okay.
No, Josh, what's your guess?
Here's my guess. Here's where I'm thinking. Here's my head's at. We did an episode on the first one, so I'm thinking the Lego Batman movie 2.
That is correct.
Let's fucking
That
go.
is correct.
Jackson, come on. It's Lego, of course.
It was supposed to be all about Superman and Batman's friendship, and the Marvel universe was gonna cross over.
Oh my god.
Yep. That would.
I
Yeah.
remember this now. Oh, you're gonna kill me.
All right, point recap for the audio listeners.
Oh.
Josh is at 2,000 points now, and it is his turn. And Jackson is at 1,400. 600 points behind.
I felt on the edge, bro. I felt I was about to lose it all, and now I'm back.
I'm mad about this one. I'm
Okay.
mad about this one.
Josh, what are you thinking?
Give me animated 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Animated 200.
Bitch.
Yep.
How many films were in the DC AMU?
Okay.
There's no way.
I'm gonna be. I feel like I'm gonna be close if I guess it.
If you both get it wrong, I'm going to go with who's closest without going over.
All right. 14.
Why without going over? Why not just who's closest, period?
Okay, who's closest? You're wrong. So, Jackson, what are you thinking?
You gonna go over or
17. 17.
under? Be under. Come on. It's not gonna be under.
It is 16. So,
Shit.
Jackson gets the
I'm
points.
It's okay.
I'm
It's good
back.
I did low then. I low ball.
I'm back.
All right, Jackson, if you do a 400 or 500, you
I
can
can
tie
tie
it.
this up. I can tie this up. I'm gonna go. I could also do Kite Man 300.
You could.
Remember, if you get the true or false wrong, Josh automatically gets the points.
I'm
Pretty
aware
much.
that Josh automatically gets the point. I'm going Kite Man 3. No. Fuck.
That's your
Give me-
category,
give me-
man.
Give me World's Finest 400.
World's finest 400. What color of kryptonite permanently removes a Kryptonian's powers under yellow sun?
Okay.
Red.
Incorrect. Josh?
It's not green. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it black?
Incorrect. It
Okay.
was gold kryptonite.
Oh. Okay.
Sure, man. What the hell?
Is that
And
that old age comics or is this used recently?
This is old age.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what
And in the old age, there was also a very controversial form of kryptonite. Do either of you, for no points, do either of you know what pink kryptonite does?
No.
Is that the one where it makes him like evil?
No, it's the one that turns Superman gay.
Okay.
That was
No.
an actual comics thing from back then.
Yeah. We probably won't see that in the new Superman, but we never.
Hey, you never know, man. It's James
you
Gunn.
never know. Okay, is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
I need a big one. Shoot.
No, you don't.
Give me.
You're winning.
I know, but I want to win more. Give me Crisis for 300.
Crisis 300.
Yeah.
What was the name of the canceled Superman film by J.J. Abrams?
Come on.
Fuck you, Jackson. Superman Flyby.
There you go. I made this a 300 because I asked this to Jalen and he had no idea what it was.
Really?
Oh, smart. Okay.
Yes. So Jalen did know a couple of these questions.
I can
And
see
he had
people
no
not
idea.
knowing that one. I don't know. I think I've just read it enough in articles and stuff that I
Yeah.
have remembered it by now.
It's because I know Patrick J. Dennis, and Pat's always like, this script sucks.
Oh, it's not good. I've never read it.
It's so bad.
Or okay. Yeah.
All right. Jackson, I think you need the 500, not going to lie.
What the fuck do I know about animated movies?
You don't want to mess around, Jackson. You might take that Kite Man stuff. Might be easy.
Crisis has
Crisis
400 too.
Crisis 400.
Crisis 400. All right, let's see. What legendary comedian was considered to play both the Joker in Batman 1989 and the Riddler in Batman Continues?
I have a guess.
Which, do you know what Batman Continues is?
I do not.
Sequel.
Batman Continues was supposed to be the third film after Batman Returns.
Okay.
Oh.
So he was considered for the
Legendary
Joker,
Comedian.
and then when he didn't get it, he was considered
Robin
for the Riddler.
Williams.
That is correct.
That was my guess too, Jackson. Good job. That's exactly what
Bang.
my same head. Same
Fun
idea.
fact: the reason that Jim Carrey got cast for Batman Forever was Jim Carrey was not sure if taking the role. They offered it to Robin Williams to convince Jim Carrey to take the role.
That's funny.
A little Arnold Sylvester type beat going on there.
Yep.
Competing For stuff.
So wait, did
I
I,
like
give
that.
you? Yeah, did
You
I
gotta
give
give
you
him
points?
his.
Yeah, I
You gotta
did.
give him his 400. Oh no, you did. Okay, yeah. Because then
Okay,
you'd
I
be
did, I
above
did.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Let's
Josh,
see.
you gotta get ahead.
He's already ahead.
Give me animated 5.
There we go.
Big Kahuna.
Who were the Justice League members enslaved by Darkseid in Justice League Dark Apocalypse War?
Oh shit.
I need at least 5 of the 8.
5?
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm cooked.
Yeah, I'm cooked
That was.
too. I've seen
It's
this
been
movie.
it has been now half a decade because 2020 since.
You know what? No, I'll be nice. I'll do 4 out of the 8. 50%.
4 out of the 8. So they're Justice League members, not. Because I remember there was like Teen Titans and stuff in that movie too.
Okay, they're Justice League members by the end of the film, so they could be Teen Titans members.
Okay. I feel like I remember. I'm gonna say Superman. I'm gonna say Batman. I'm gonna say Aquaman. How many do I list?
Name 5. Name 5, and then I'll have
Okay.
Jackson name 5, and whoever gets most gets the points.
Superman, Batman, Aquaman. I'll go. I'm trying to remember who else were in those movies. I'll do Robin, like Damian Wayne, and I'll do. I guess the Flash. Yeah, give me the Flash, dude.
All right,
Superman.
Jackson.
Superman, Batman, Aquaman, Starfire. Maybe one more. I feel like I remember Starfire being enslaved for some fucking reason. I don't remember why. I need
If
one
Jackson
more.
steals this, I'm cooked.
Yeah, you are. I would be winning if I didn't fuck up the Kite Man question.
Yeah.
That's true. You should know your
And
boy better.
That's horrible.
All right, one more, Jackson.
One more. Give me Cyborg.
Cyborg.
Josh, you got 2. Jackson, you got 3.
Fuck.
So it is
Okay, what were they?
Mira, Wonder Woman, Batman, Hawkman, Starfire, Cyborg, The Flash, and Martian Manhunter.
Bang, bang.
Okay, I got Batman, the Flash, and you got Batman, Starfire, Cyborg. Okay.
Yep. So
I was
Jackson,
close
you
to
take
guessing
the
Wonder
points.
Woman too. Dang.
There you go. Hey, the 500 has to be hard.
Tricky question.
All right, so
Wait,
for
wait,
all
it's
audio
my
listeners,
turn.
Jackson
It's
is
my
now
turn.
ahead, and it's his turn.
Kite
2,500
Man,
Jackson,
give me Kite Man 300. Give me Kite Man
2,300
300. Give me
Josh.
Kite Man 300.
Okay, I think he wants World's Finest 300.
Okay.
Give me Kite Man 300.
All right, Cryman
Fuck you,
300.
Josh.
In Tom King's Batman run, Kite Man's son's death pushed
I
him towards
get-
becoming a villain.
That is. Let me get a false.
That is true.
No, it's
From
not.
Batman Volume 3.
No. I do not concur with this. I have read
Are you
this
arguing
comic.
with the Game Master?
Yes, I am absolutely. He teams up with Batman at the end of that comic to take down Riddler. They all fly in on kites together.
Yeah,
I
but-
absolutely.
I never said he
challenge-
becomes a villain. I said it pushes him towards it.
But it doesn't. No. I contest this. I think
I think
this is
villains can have a
bullshit.
change of heart.
That's true.
I have. Josh, have you read The War of Jokes and Riddles by Tom King? I bet you fucking haven't.
Jackson,
have.
I
own
need
it.
points right now.
No, shut the fuck up. I own a physical copy of this comic. I will go get it right now, and I will show up the fucking receipts of this. Luis,
Go get it.
I can test this. It's in a bin. It's gonna take me like 10 minutes.
I don't know if we got 10 minutes.
I can.
Then we
test
gotta.
this.
Okay, then
No,
Josh
Are we
gets
gonna
the
throw?
points.
Are we throwing
I
out
can
the?
test this. I can test
Here,
this.
Jackson, I'll compromise. We can throw out the question.
I can test this. No, I think I should get the points because I'm right.
Well, I think I should get the points because I need points.
No, because in the run, I clearly
let's
know
see.
what I'm talking about. and I'm going to make my argument. All right, so in the War of Jokes and Riddles, Kite Man is kind of like collateral damage in the war. Riddler puts a fucking like gas bomb in a kite and kills Charlie Brown's son.
Yeah.
Right? His ultimate arc is becoming a hero at the end.
Yeah, but
teams
does
up
he
with
become a
Batman.
villain first?
He was already a villain. Or no, wait, sorry. This was New 52. I still don't think this... I don't know, man.
I don't.
I didn't say he's a villain. I said he's
I-
pushed towards it.
But that's so vague. I think I'm right. I think I'm right. Because I look, my point being, I have come on here and presented that I know the source material that you were talking about on a deep level.
That's true. We did have a pitch night, but I don't know. I think he does do villainous things before he becomes a hero.
Does he do? When does he become a hero?
At the very end.
That's like the
right?
big climax of the fucking book.
So before that, he's pushed to being a villain.
He doesn't. I would not say he's a villain. He's kind of like, when at the start of the comic, he's just like a henchman. He's not a villain. He's a goon.
In Fast and Furious 9, John Cena is pushed to become a villain, but in Fast 10, he's a hero.
But this is one continuous story. I would argue that because Fast 10 is a sequel. We are talking about one complete comic, right?
I am happy to throw out the question.
I think I should get the points though. Because
What about in the
No,
Lego
because-
movie where Mr. Business or Lord Business or whatever, he's a villain at
fuck are we
first, and then at the
talking
very
about?
end, it becomes a hero. It happens all the
He's
time,
not
Jackson.
no, but he's no. I would argue that Lord Business is not a hero at the end of that movie. He's just a guy who's not a cynical asshat anymore. He gets a redemption arc, and I think that's very different than what happens with Kite Man in the
Jackson,
war.
I think we got to. I think we got to compromise and throw it out.
I don't
'cause
think we do have to
I'm gonna
compromise.
I'm gonna argue that I get it.
No,
You're
but I'm going to
gonna
argue that you haven't read the fucking comic, and Luis, I don't think you have either. And therefore, I know,
know what,
more
Luis?
about this topic than either of you.
Do you know what, Luis? I can take him. He can get a couple.
All right, you know what? All right, let's give him
Yeah.
the pity points
Yeah.
so he doesn't cry.
The fucking pity points. Nah, I'm right.
Should give him half the points, honestly, bro.
Fuck it, man. I'll take what I can get. I just don't want them to
Okay.
go to Josh. Fuck it, give me half. That's fair.
I give
I'll
you
compromise
300,
it.
right? So 150. Okay.
Sure.
So
150.
650.
Bang.
There we
Okay.
go. All right,
All right.
Josh, your turn.
It's gonna be
There's
such
no
a
fucking
weird
around with
tangent
Kite
to
Man.
listen to. Give me World's Finest for 3.
World's Finest for 3.
That's tricky.
How many theatrical incarnations of Batman have there been, not counting the serials from 60s and 40s? Or 40s and 30s, sorry.
Do you mean like movies or versions?
It's theatrical.
How many actors? Theatrical actors.
Actors. Okay. Oh, and then is that live action? Is that what you mean?
You
Theatrical.
said live action.
Theatrical. Okay. Shoot. I'm gonna have to do like on my fingers for a second here. Okay. I'm thinking. Let me keep going. It should be 9.
That is incorrect.
Shit. Okay.
Jackson,
That's incorrect.
if you don't get closer, then I'm giving it to Josh.
No, because oh shit. Hold on. I came up with 9 too.
I might have
That's
done too
unfortunate.
many. I think I did too many, dude.
No, I don't think you did. All right, hold on. Since now that you've already gone, I can go and count. Adam West, Michael Keaton, what's his face? Fuck, the other guy, George Clooney.
Val
I know he's
Kilmer?
not Val Kilmer. Sorry, I was blanking on his
Oh,
name. I knew his face. I knew his work.
Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace. Christian Bale. God, what's his? Oh my God, the guy from the animated series, Kevin Conroy. Will Arnett,
Yeah, I have
Ben
the correct
Aff-
number. I just
Ben
looked it up.
Affleck,
Mm-hmm.
Christian Bale.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm obviously missing one.
I have the list right here.
I know
so
you
once
have the list. There was an extra. No, The Flash. There was one more. It was the guy that originally played him. No, that was Superman. I'm trying to think of everybody that was in The Flash, because I know that's where you're gonna get me.
See, but Jackson, if you just guess over 9 by Luis's rules, don't you win?
I'm not
Unless
gonna
I-
do closer. You know what? I
we're
need
not
the
gonna do
exact
closer.
number. No, I need the
Okay.
exact number.
Yeah, give me
Because that would
no,
help me.
I'm trying to think of
Okay.
that fuck ass CGI montage in The Flash.
I don't think anyone remembers that CGI montage.
No,
I can confirm it's
purposely
not
burned
that.
it out. Oh, it's not that great. Shit. All right,
You're gonna be
I'm gonna go. Huh?
Nothing.
I'm gonna go 10.
It's 11.
Okay, so what are the 2 that were missing?
So-
Who did we miss? I
Conroy,
missed one.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, Phil Kilmer, George Clooney, Adam West, Robert Pattinson, Ben Affleck, Christian Bale, Will Arnett,
Yeah.
and you missed Teen Titans Go,
I was thinking that.
The movie.
and you missed Super Pets with Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
my
shit.
God.
My go
Yes,
Super
I've
Pets.
seen
I'm so
those.
sorry. I love
So
Super
there are
Pets.
Right.
11.
All right.
Wait, who did someone voice him in Teen Titans Go, or you just showed?
Yes, it is Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh god. Okay. You know what? I'm not even mad, bro. I don't even remember that.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I couldn't believe it when I looked it up again. I was like, Jimmy Kimmel played him?
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
let's do
Jackson, your turn.
Shit.
What are you thinking?
He's gonna go in his familiar.
Give me the
territory, I
mainstream
think.
effect 300.
No, okay.
All right. Shazam or Thor?
Okay. I'm going to be a real asshole. Thor is of Norse mythology. around for, like,
Okay.
thousands
We ain't
of
doing
years.
that.
No,
So
comics.
therefore-
Comics.
therefore-
Comics.
No, you said... No,
This
no.
is comics.
Question.
No.
Yeah, but Jackson,
This is
I'm a real
comics.
asshole.
The Norse god Thor and comic Thor are not the same character.
But...
No.
They're not, because
No.
like Thor's in like God of
Listen,
War.
I
but
had
they're not
Shut
the same
the.
character.
I had to
No.
try.
Shut
I
up.
had to try.
You bum.
I know. I had to be an asshole. Like, I had to try.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go...
Go your boy then. I mean, probably.
I'm gonna go Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
That is correct. For an extra 100 points, what year?
1941.
1939.
God damn it. It's ridiculous.
But you do get the points though. So
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I'm
there you
not
go.
looking good. I was starting off so strong.
And dude,
This is-
you know what's
Word,
crazy?
Josh.
I would have been eating you up even more if I didn't fuck up that Kite Man question.
We don't
You
need
wouldn't even have had
600.
2,000.
well, remember there is the final Jeopardy at the end still. So
That's true. That is true. Give me animated one.
animated
That one's
100.
That one should be easy.
Which Young Justice member was cloned in the series?
Dang. Oh, Roy Harper.
That is correct.
Yeah. There we go. Big ups.
All right, Jackson.
I
What are you
think Jackson
thinking?
Do I
actually
even need to
tank
tell you
this.
what I'm gonna do? Kite Man.
Okay,
Give
let's
me
go for Kite Man
give me
200.
Give me Kite Man.
Kite Man once formed a supervillain team called the Kite Club. All members use kite-based weapons.
I don't think he's allowed to do that.
I really... Not seeing the full Kite Man show is gonna bite me, but I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go false.
I was so hoping you would go true. I really thought you were gonna say true, but yes, it is false.
I think the K and Club gave it away. I was like, there's no
Yeah.
way.
Called the Kite Club.
We can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
No,
there-
dude.
thank God there's not one more word in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Jackson, you get the point. It is false. All right, Josh, what are you thinking?
Okay. Give me Crisis for one.
Crisis on Canceled Earth 100. In Justice League Mortal, who was cast to play Batman?
Wasn't it Army Hammer?
Oh, my.
That is correct.
Yeah. First Batman.
Jackson.
People.
Exactly.
Give me Kite Man 100.
Oh my God.
Come on, get this one wrong.
Kite Man's real name is Charles Chuck
Yes,
Brown, the same
yes,
name as the Peanuts
yes,
character.
yes.
Yeah, that one's easy.
Yup.
We needed 2 rounds,
Yo,
dude.
Charlie Brown and Kite Man, you're cooked. I love both those things.
All right,
Give me.
I'm a
Give me
lot
main-
like Charlie Brown.
Let me do mainstream for one.
mainstream 100.
Yeah.
Superman or John Carter?
Fucking John Carter. Okay. I'm gonna go
But-
Superman. That's my boy.
That is incorrect.
It's fine.
Jackson, I'm gonna let you guess the year.
John Carter has been around longer than Superman? I never would have guessed. John Carter. 1929.
1912.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
So John Carter was created in 1912. Superman is rumored to be a copy of John Carter. And then when the John Carter movie was made in the 2000s, it was seen as a copy of Superman.
Yeah, and everyone
why it
went
bombed.
to go see John Carter, yeah.
That's why it bombed in the 2000s.
All right, Jackson.
World's
can see
Finest,
them,
200.
Yep.
All right. How many shows were set in the Arrowverse? They must have been combined post-Crisis. So what this means, like Stargirl or like Doom Patrol, who are like multiverse, they don't count.
Okay. I think I know this one.
Okay.
I think I might know.
So it has to be
So
actually set in the Arrowverse.
We're talking about mainline Arrowverse or shows, right?
Yes, not Stargirl, not Doom Patrol, not Titans, that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
those are
Flash.
multiverse.
The Flash, Supergirl, Arrow, Black Lightning, Legends of Tomorrow, there's definitely more. Superman and Lois.
You might be missing one, dude.
I know I'm missing one. I said The Flash. Or
just screwing you over, one of the two.
Shut the fuck up.
No, there's one that he didn't say yet.
Why would you tell me that, though?
Josh,
Hold on, I
don't
gotta
help
write
him.
this down. The Flash.
Because I don't think he's
Green
going to get it.
Arrow.
Wait, are you
Legends.
Googling right now?
No, I'm typing them down so I can see. Legends of Tomorrow. I'm not a cheater, pumpkin eater. Supergirl, Superman.
I would say I
and
hope not. You're up by
Lois.
a lot, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sorry. Black Lightning. Yeah, there is one I'm missing. What is it?
By the way, I'm not counting the two animated shows, just in case.
Okay.
All right, that helps me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't get this wrong, because Josh will get this right. Fuck me.
10 seconds on the clock.
What the fuck? Fuck your clock. Oh, Batwoman. Duh. All right, The Flash, Green Arrow, Legends, Supergirl, Superman and Lois, Black Lightning, and Batwoman.
And what is the number?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That is correct.
Whoa, hold
Bang,
up.
bang.
Oh!
Contested.
Okay.
In Superman
What
and
show?
Lois Season 2, it was revealed that it was set on a different universe. It is not in the Arrowverse.
That is true.
Oh!
And no official crossovers, Luis. You gotta give me this one. It's 6.
That is true. I would not give it to you if I hadn't specified they must have combined post-crisis.
Okay,
Because
no,
I specified
all right,
that,
no.
I need to give him the points.
I will concede on this one. You're right. Yeah,
Well,
you're right.
Because it
you're right.
originally was assumed that it was, but then they revealed later on
Because it
in
wasn't
the
John
show.
Diggle.
Well,
Yeah.
they revealed in the end of season 2. They're like, Superman's the only superhero on the planet, and he's like injured, so we have no one to help us. And
Alright.
then they were like, yeah.
To be completely
all I'm
honest, I watched season 1, but it was when
You
it
know
was
what's
still
worse?
coming out live, so I haven't finished the show.
You know what's worse is that I know that too. I know that it's not on the
So
main.
there's 6. There's the 4. There was Batwoman
Okay.
was the one you were missing, and then Black Lightning.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yep.
All right,
I
that
don't
was
fuck around
Jackson's
Arrowverse,
question. Josh,
Jackson. Give me World's Finest 100
really, out of all the options you got?
out of all the options.
And this is the last
Who are
question.
the creators of Batman?
Bob Kane and Bill Finger.
That is correct. All right.
Okay. I definitely needed like 2 rounds to catch up, but I'm gonna get it in the double. I'm gonna get in the final.
All right, so now we're moving on to Final Jeopardy. I'm going to turn off the screen sharing.
What is Luis? What is the score right now?
Yeah.
So, for all the audio listeners, the scores are Josh in second place with 2,800, and then Jackson in first place with 3,350. Now, here's the thing.
Who would have thought?
Now going into Final Jeopardy, you will get to wager any amount of the points you have that you choose, and Josh can still win this if he gets this right.
If I get it right.
So I'm gonna stop the sharing. And
Did we get to hear the question before we wager?
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
Wait, no?
That's bullshit.
Okay.
That is bullshit. That is.
You
such
will
bullshit.
wager. Okay. Do you, both of you have a place where you can write?
Yeah, I have a notepad right here.
Yeah. How much points do I have? 3350.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have 2,800. Should I just? I
Yes.
feel like I should just go all or nothing. Honestly, I might. I'm curious how. This is tricky.
Because I'm gonna need you guys to show me what you're writing.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Are you able to do that,
Physical piece of
Jackson?
paper.
Yeah, are you able to do that, Jackson?
Hold on. I should have a notepad in here.
All right.
Okay, I have a pen. I'm gonna write it on this piece of cardboard, so it won't be pretty, but I got you.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So, how many points do you want to wager, Josh?
Shoot. Okay, I gotta go first. Let's go.
Wait. Can you explain to us, like, if we lose, do we lose
Okay.
the points?
So here's how it goes.
Yeah, you lose the points.
Whoever wins doubles the amount of points they wagered. Whoever loses the points. Now here's the thing: if you both give, okay, so I'm already gonna tell you, you're gonna have to list a certain thing. If you both tie, you both double your points. So I'll explain it when I say. You know what? I'm just gonna say the question because it doesn't really matter if I say it or not.
you can do the category.
No,
right?
tell us the question. I think you should tell us the question and then we wager.
So I'm gonna have you guys list the top 10 highest grossing DC films of all time.
Okay.
And whoever gets most correct gets the points. The order doesn't really matter. I just
Okay.
need you gotta get the most on there, basically.
Okay.
All right.
So if you both get 5 correct, you both double your points.
Okay.
Okay.
So Josh, how many points?
27.99.
27.99. All right, Jackson, are you 3,350? How much are you wagering? If you
Give me
just
15
leave 2
give me
points, you win.
1,500. Give me 1,500.
1,500. All right. Let's see how this goes. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys 10 minutes. Sounds good. Now I'm gonna give you 10
No.
minutes.
10 minutes. I don't think
But-
it's that long.
No, if you do it before the 10 minutes, we'll just stop the timer.
We will be right back. All right, we're back. We have our list. Luis, who's reading first? What are we doing?
So here's the way it's gonna go.
Okay.
You guys are each. It didn't have to be in order.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have each of you read out your list on
And then
entirety,
okay.
and then I'm gonna go from 10 to 1. I'm gonna go in order.
Okay.
All right. So since
I can go
Jackson,
first.
you have the most points, you go first.
Okay.
All right. I got Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Batman 1989, Batman vs. Superman, Superman Returns, Suicide Squad 2016, and The Batman.
All right, Josh.
Oh,
what are you
okay,
thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, did something?
No.
I know
All right.
I know a huge oversight you just had, by the way. But
I probably did.
You'll discover. All right. First off, I wrote down Aquaman, obviously.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight.
Okay.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
We'll throw Batman Begins in there too. So all the Dark Knight trilogy, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Joker.
Fuck! You were
I can't
so
believe
right.
you forgot about that,
Oh,
Jackson.
No.
I can't believe it.
No.
Batman vs Superman,
I'm cooked.
Suicide Squad,
I'm cooked.
Man of Steel, and
I'm
I
banking
almost
on that one not being
I
right.
almost put Batman '89, but I put Teen Titans Go, the movie, as my wild card, I guess.
Okay,
All
I
right.
really think Superman Returns is going to be on there.
I don't think Superman Returns is gonna be on there
I think you should.
because they would have got a sequel if it was on there.
Well, screw you.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just to clear up for everybody in the audience, Josh has 2,800 points and he bet
He's so right about
27.99.
Oh,
And then Jackson has 3,350
Oh, son of a
points
bitch.
and he bet 1,500.
Oh,
So,
Okay.
Here's the
Star
top
number.
10. And I'm going to say the numbers, too.
Okay.
Number 10, 2017's Justice League.
I almost
Shit.
put that on there. Fuck.
I didn't even
With
think about that.
657 million.
That's what I've crossed out and put Superman Returns for. I'm fucking.
Oh, that was a dumb move there.
So neither of you have it,
I
right?
didn't think of No, I didn't even think of Justice League.
I did.
I
had
blocked
it on
that
there.
movie
Look,
from my
you can
memory.
actually.
Let me
you
see
can
it.
Actually, you can actually see it.
Yeah,
Oh, you
crossed
did
out.
cross it out. Damn. All right. Next, number 9, Man of Steel
Yep.
for 668 million.
That's another one I almost put on there.
So Josh, you already have 1.
Yep.
He beat me.
Jackson has 0. Let me just write that
I
down
might
here.
have you here, pal.
Yeah, I think you got me.
Well, let's keep
All
going.
right.
Let's keep going.
So 1 for Josh. Number 8. I know you both have this one. Suicide Squad with
Yep.
746 million.
What a movie.
Yep.
The movie of all movies, yes.
A movie of all movies.
Number 7. The Batman
Okay.
with 752 million.
Why didn't I think of that?
Okay, cool. I had that one.
I've.
All right, so you're now tied. You're now tied.
Okay.
But he's
Number
gonna give me a
6.
Joker. God damn it.
Wonder Woman
Yep.
with 822 million.
I can't believe Why did I put Superman Returns, bro?
Okay.
I heard that.
Number 5.
I thought I was slick.
Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice with
He's really-
873 million.
Because of goddamn Joker.
Jackson,
That's
Batman Begins
ridiculous.
is not here. There's no way.
Yeah,
Number
I'm really
4. Yes, Batman Begins is not on here.
That's what.
Number 4, The Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Knight Rises, Aquaman, Joker.
Number 3, Joker.
Yep.
God, look.
With by the way, BVS had Dark Knight had 1,006,000,000, and then Joker had 1,074 million,
Yep.
and then so that's 1 for Josh. So Josh is 1 ahead of Jackson.
Yep.
Number 2 is The Dark Knight Rises with 1,081,000,000.
And then number
And
1 is
Jason
Aquaman.
Momoa.
And number 1 is Aquaman with $1.1 billion,
I love gambling. I love gambling so much.
which basically means, Josh, you have won the first DC trivia.
Let's go. It had to be done,
fuck
Jackson.
Joaquin
It had to be
Phoenix.
done. Looks like the
That was
Joker. The joke's on you, pal.
Dude, even if I had just put Justice League, I would have been fine. We would have tied.
It was the Joker oversight that, bro.
That really
You would have tied. If you had put Joker, you would have tied.
Or
Oh,
if
that
I
would've
put
been-
Justice League.
Yeah.
Then you would have won.
And
I'm surprised
Another
I
world.
didn't think of the Batman or Justice League. Those are big oversights on my part. Man.
Yeah, so final score, Josh with 5,599 points, and Jackson with 1,850 points.
You know, that really makes it sound like Josh did a consistently good job.
I did do okay. You know, the only reason you got ahead was because of that Justice League Dark question, if I'm being honest, bro. Because that was for
That is
500.
true.
And I
And
got
the only
cooked
reason
there.
you got ahead was because I fucked up a Kite Man question.
Yeah, well, you know, I know my kite man.
This was fun. Good game.
This was Luis, you did a great job. I had so much fun. We will
Appreciate
will
it.
have to
news?
I need to have Jalen do this at some point. So
Yeah.
it'll happen.
Oh,
We do
yeah,
have
the
a couple-
rematch, you'll have a third member. It'll be
There
great.
we go. There we go. Jackson will have his comeback arc. It'll be big.
You fucking know.
Yep, we do have a couple news things before we head out. Nothing huge here. The first one I have is the writer of Drive, Hossein Amini, is apparently set to rewrite the Clayface script. This was reported by The Wrap, so not like deadline or anything yet. But it is interesting that they're rewriting the script because I assume
Yeah.
the script was the strong point for Clayface. Luis, how are you feeling about Clayface being a movie? Because I know this is more of a niche character to be introducing into the film world and in a solo setting.
So I think my biggest worry with Clay. So let me explain. I am excited because I'm a Batman fan, and I think Clayface is a very cool character. The problem is I am worried: is this gonna be the Penguin style villain spinoff, or is it gonna be the Sony style villain spinoff?
Interesting.
I am very worried they're going to go too far into the Sony side. I will say, I have a problem with James Gunn where he says a lot, on social media, and a lot of the times it is not true,
Right.
and he is caught in lies. I will give him credit. He is owning up to his word in saying that he will not go into production with any project unless the script is fully ready.
Yeah.
So the fact that they are already going into rewrites so close to going into production, so they could have gone into production and done what Marvel has been doing for the last years of reshoots at the end.
Yeah.
So I got to give him respect on that. I'm excited, but I'm very worried we're gonna go too much into the Sony spin-off side with everything.
Yeah, I would hope it's not like an anti-hero situation, but there's also, I mean, in modern comics, Clayface has become more an anti-hero and part of even Batman's team at certain points, so they could go that route. But the Mike Flanagan of it all being attached, I think it's going to be more horror-centric and
So-
lean more villain.
Correct me if
Yeah.
I'm wrong, but the rap report made it sound like Mike Flanagan just kind of had to step away due to something else.
He's
right?
not directing it. He's always been just like producing it.
I know, but I'm saying even in terms of like rewrites.
The script, yeah. I think he just has a lot going on because he's doing that Carrie TV show right
Yeah,
now for Amazon, a couple other
The
things.
impression that I got was not that they thought the script was bad and that it needed like a complete overhaul. It was more just that like it needed some work done.
Yeah,
And Mike Flanagan couldn't do it.
I think they're just fine tuning it right now. I mean,
Yeah.
getting the writer of Drive is not a bad option for a second hand to get in there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not nervous too much about it, but I am curious what this thing is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Superman tie-in promotions have begun to trickle out. This one isn't anything big. Dairy Queen's doing a promotion. We got a Jason Tatum NBA commercial, which was cool to see. We're getting a Fortnite skin, which is very exciting for me. The big thing here is that we're starting to see this stuff trickle out. Obviously, toys are starting to come out. When are we getting the second trailer? We talk about it every
Okay.
week. You know what I mean?
So I've read a lot of things saying that Superman is going to follow the Barbie kind of train of
Yeah, we talked
marketing.
about this. Yeah.
Yes. So I would expect at the end of this month it's going to kind of go in guns blazing, you know?
Okay. Luis,
That's
as
That's the
we
Jackson
haven't
Wells prediction.
we haven't talked too much about it. How do you feel about the Superman marketing so far? Do you feel it's been too light? Do you like what you've seen?
I think it's very weird. That first trailer was such a great launch into the marketing. Of course, it was done when the Barbie marketing director was still at Warner Bros. He quit right after that, which was very weird. And then I don't know what they were thinking with the Puppy Bowl.
It was a complete misfire.
That
We
was
talked
bad.
about
That
one.
was bad.
The fact that they did that Guy Gardner promo was so weird. But I don't know. I mean, I like the behind the scenes. It did kind of spoil who Ultraman is if you look in the background, which is
Yeah.
sad. I'm not going to say it in case anybody listening to this doesn't
Yeah, I
know.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, Josh, did you see it?
Not a ton, but I know stuff about Ultraman and what they're
Okay,
doing.
so in the behind the scenes promo, when you look in the background, I'm not going to say what it is, but they show a character that makes a lot of sense to be Ultraman, basically.
Okay.
And it kind of spoiled it for me. It's not a too bad spoiler. I'm still excited to see how they do it. 'Cause there's many ways they can, but yeah, no, it's weird. It's been such slow promotion. But then you look at something like Fantastic Four with the IMAX promos, both trailers generating a lot of buzz. Plus, obviously, they have the promotion like bump from Doomsday, the cast reveal as well. But it's like, I don't know. It's very slower than I thought. Also, the fact that they're not going to Comic-Con is very weird to me.
I
I
agree.
will say, I agree with you that it's slow, but all you need is 2 good months of promo and you're fine. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
go guns blazing for 2 months, no one's going to remember that weird period where they didn't do promo.
That's true,
Yeah.
and the numbers are so high.
Yeah.
Like with the first promo, and even the behind the scenes did really good. It's gonna be weird getting a whole promotion without James Gunn standing right in the middle. It's gonna be
I
very
think-
weird.
My concern is that we're feeding into May right now, and this is when the 2 months of guns blazing should
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
So, like, when are we? And these tie-in things do give me hope. But I've liked the behind-the-scenes promo. I liked the extended clip. I love the trailer. Everything I've
Oh, yeah.
enjoyed. I just
Yeah.
need that second trailer, a little bit of story, because I don't know what's going on in this movie plot-wise,
Yeah.
to get me going and to get other people interested.
You see, like,
Yeah,
a
I
little
think
bit of the character dynamics, right?
Exactly.
that's true. I think they're trying to avoid. I think they were trying to avoid Thunderbolts. I don't think they want the trailer playing in front of Thunderbolts. And then Lilo and Stitch is next, which is also a Disney property. I'm guessing the trailer's gonna drop to play in front of Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I think that one makes a lot of sense to connect it to Superman. That way they're not promoting Disney. It's also not connected to Disney. With that, I really don't know. The extended preview that we got, the 5 minutes, was so cool. I do think they should have added a couple more new shots and that real sizzle at the end. I think that would have helped a bit more with the promotion instead of just reusing the first trailer. But I don't know. It's just thankfully in June there's not really that much big stuff. It's July that is like jam packed, and thankfully Superman's going first. Or actually no, is Jurassic World before or after
Jurassic
Superman?
World before Superman, and then Superman. So we'll have to
I don't
see.
know.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But I think again, we just talk about it every week. I'm just waiting on this trailer. Last thing I got, we brought it up actually a couple of times naturally, but they had to interview Mike DeLuca, one of the film heads at Warner Brothers. He was on the Smartless podcast, and he talked about James Gunn working on the Teen Titans Go movie, but he also slipped in that they might be working on another Teen Titans Go movie, which is interesting that would be something that they do, because they did one in 2018, and it was mildly successful. I probably shouldn't have put it on my top 10 grossers, but it did pretty well, and I think it's way better than the actual show itself.
Yeah.
So I'm open to seeing another one. I don't know. Did you guys watch that one? What did you feel about
I did, and I very much enjoyed it a lot more than the show. I was never a huge fan of the show. I was one of like the big haters of it. So I think I was young enough that I was like, okay, it's not the original show, but I don't hate it. I liked the movie because it very much took more of that parody aspect to it, and I think it actually had some very good jokes about
It's fun, yeah.
when they kill the Justice League.
Yeah.
It is hilarious. Also, the fact that we got a Stan Lee cameo in that is amazing. So yeah, no, I would be down for it. I think it's something that I want to get your guys' opinions on. I don't know if you saw this. The fact that David Zaslav is kind of stepping back into DC again, being like, for example, he was the one that advocated against Sergeant Rock. He wanted the rewrites on Clayface. Like, how do you guys feel about that? The fact that Zaslav is now kind of, he does, how do I say this? James Gunn doesn't have like full freedom anymore. Zaslav's kind of stepping back in.
Wait, where did this come from?
So there was a report about the Sergeant Rock, and the Clayface one is not confirmed.
Well, the Sergeant Rock thing, it just, the way that Deadline phrased it, it sounded like it was more of a scheduling thing than anything. Like they kind of missed their window to start shooting, and they're going to reevaluate it at the end of the year. That's the impression I got from that.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's why they ended up doing it, but Zaslav had already commented on Gunn being like, what is the point of this film? Basically.
I think there's a factor of Warner Brothers being cheap, as Warner Brothers has been the past couple years, and him trying to like tone it down until we see how Superman goes. I don't know. I think the theory for the past couple years is that Zaslav was going to come in, try to, milk what he can, and then exit. And they've even had the reports recently about Warner Brothers trying to like split off the company into different parts to better, boost their profits, or however these corporations work. I think that's the mindset he's been in, the mindset he'll continue to be in. He's just trying to milk the assets that work until it becomes at a point where he can also diverge and leave with Discovery. Same with the AT&T thing. I don't think these parent companies really care about Warner Brothers as a whole, because it's of the main studios, it's the one struggling and on its last life, and hopefully Superman and stuff brings it back a little bit.
Hey, Minecraft definitely did.
Minecraft and Sinners, they had a good April, I will say that.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, that is a weird duo.
Exactly.
Same studio did Sinners and Minecraft. That's interesting.
Yeah, so it's not all doom and gloom, but I mean it's still Warner Brothers, and shit hits the fan every 2 seconds with our favorite company. That's all I got for this week. Next week, we're going back to the summer of Superman. We're doing Superman 2.
Dope. I'm excited.
Luis, thank you so much for joining. This was a blast, and we're going to have to run this one back. But you can also hop on a regular episode, because we would love to have you anytime.
Oh, hell yeah. I'd love to be back. I know I've talked to you about a couple ideas, so... Yeah, no, I love this. I love what you guys do. I'll definitely be listening in to the next episode, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. We will talk to you soon.